The title of this one is, Am I Overreacting? Because my boyfriend lied about his political views and now I want to leave him. The short answer to this is probably not. And I want to create space for the people who don't realize that this is their reality, but they're going to figure out real soon. Why? Because once January rolls around, if they had any form of mask on, it's coming off. And I think that the first wave of people leaving their MAGA husbands has already hit after the election, but there are more that have known to stay silent. Like, the loud and proud idiots are the ones that after Trump won the election were like, oh yeah, boy. And then their wives were like, the wives that realized, oh, I married somebody who is a monster because monsters support monsters. Those women said, okay, I'm leaving. But there's a lot of other men that were smart enough to know to stay silent. And that is those men, that group of men, we're going to see them become single soon. And I have another video that I'm going to be talking about why so many MAGA men love non-MAGA women. More specifically, MAGA men love left-leaning women. Got a whole other set of videos about that, but first let's dive into this. I, 22 female, have been dating this guy, 24 male, for 8 months, and he lied about his political views. He said he was liberal, voted for Kamala, was pro-choice, but I found messages on his phone where he and his friends were celebrating Trump's win. When I confronted him, he admitted he lied because he knew I wouldn't give him a chance otherwise. Quick pause. There is another video that I have that I will be posting right up there where a licensed psychotherapist talks about how men that lie in order to get sex for women because they think that when a woman likes them, the sex is better, those are automatic predators. That's exactly what this is. He wanted you. He wanted you, so he hid core beliefs of you. And sure, oh, he liked me for my personality, he wanted your body. He wanted to control you. And the only way that he was able to do that was by withholding all pertinent information about what his core beliefs are. This is what they do. It is a game to them, and the psychotherapist breaks it down brilliantly. So let us continue here. He even said that he thought I'd forgive him because women do that for men they love. Now, ladies, as we're reading this, mind you, I did not read this before. Just keep this in mind that this is how they think. This is how they think. And this is how the men in their lives have showed them women respond to things. And unfortunately for a lot of these men, this is how the women in their lives have shown them to respond to things. I can only imagine the amount of times that his mother has forgiven his father for dubious acts. And he goes, oh, yeah, this is what women do. I should expect this from women, not blaming mom. But also this is how home life builds the problematic men that we have to deal with today. Continuing on. I feel violated. This person swore up and down that he cared about women's rights and the rights of minorities. He told me he would support me if I ever wanted an abortion. He hates immigrants, even though my parents were immigrants. He's very pro-life. I've lost all respect for him, and I'm scared of ever letting a man get close to me again. Fair. Because now you have more information, and now you know just how much they will lie and manipulate to get what they want from you. And this is going to be a quick tangent, I promise. When men say, oh, older women, they're just so mean and they're just so bitter and they're just so hard to approach. This is why we like young women. This is why we like 18-year-olds. The more you know is the more you know. And the more you know, the less you accept. The more you know, the more you could see through because you know more. And they don't like it when we know more. Why? Because we make better decisions for ourselves. So yeah, I think that the writer of this should be more careful about the men that she lets into her lives. Why? Because she has evidence of how far they will go to lie, cheat, steal, kill, and destroy. Biblically. I've been crying all day and I can't help but feel disgusting. My heart goes out to you. Don't feel disgusted about yourself. It's his actions. He lied to you. You are the victim in this. Moving on. I am a minority. I'm a woman. I don't come from money. He's white, a man, and comes from a well-off background, of course. He doesn't get to worry about politics. Of course, politics aren't a big deal to him. Why the F wouldn't a child of immigrants not be deeply hurt to realize the person they thought loved me is a fucking Trump supporter? Because guess what? It wasn't about love. So sorry. It was not about love. It was about power. He felt powerful being with you because he controlled every aspect of the situation. Situation being your level of knowledge. And that turned him on. That attracted him to you. He said, wow, I could create a completely different reality for you specifically. And I'm going to do that. And then for those 8 months, he got to dance in that alternate reality that he created and had full control over. And that's what turned him on. It is unfortunate. I'm sorry that this person feels this way. And the more you know, the more you know. I'm done. I'm packing my stuff, leaving in a few days, and blocking him everywhere. No explanation. He wasted my time. Honestly, this is the safest way to go about it. Y'all don't need to be telling these men, oh, I'm leaving you, and da-da-da-da. That's when the danger booga flips on in their head, and that's when you can be in like actual physical danger. No explanation needed. This man was not who he said he was. Save yourself. Why do so many Gen Z men lie about their beliefs just to date someone? Because power. Why don't they just go for women that share the same views as them? Why create an entire facade? And then worst of all, why do they freak out when they get dumped? Edit to all the people who understood where I'm coming from and my worries. I refuse to be with a man who hates people like me. I have said this in so many ways and in so many videos, but this is not the time to be dating, ladies. It is way too dangerous. There's too much at stake, and the men have more reason than ever to lie more largely, like in grander ways than they ever have before. I have a whole different video about this. I don't know when I'll be posting it, but whenever it's live, I'm gonna post it right up here because MAGA men don't want MAGA women. They want left-leaning women for a number of reasons, none of which benefit you. Oh, well, the guy that I'm with could never be MAGA. Oh, the guy that I'm with could never hold those kinds of beliefs. Okay, you keep telling yourself that. Thinking you are the exception to the rule does not stop the rule from existing, especially when it comes to Gen Z men. I think this video is already live. If it is, I'll post it right up here. Gen Z men are more MAGA than previous generations. There have been an influx of Gen Z men going into conservative Christian spaces because it itches the part of their brain that tells them that they are the biggest, strongest man who deserves all of the women, and women don't deserve them, but because they're the biggest, strongest, that's the itch that they're getting scratched. And with this, there are more women, left-leaning people in general, that are leaving conservative Christian or just Christianity in general because they're realizing, oh, a lot of the rhetoric that is being shared in this spaces is against my own best interests. Not just on like a, cute personal level, which is important, but also my right to exist, my right to self-determination, my rights legally. So yeah, be careful out there. I'm very happy that she learned this at this point. I am sorry that she feels this way. She is allowed to cry and be upset and take this information, this emotional information and this literal information, and make choices that are in her best interests moving forward. Safer, smarter decisions moving forward. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Please tippity type them in the comment section, and I'll talk to you later. Stay safe out there.